Okay, we're back. Let's just look at the one here. Okay, the Ionian, the root 2, 3, 5, 6 is the pentatonic there. We'll get to that. We're starting to get a little ahead of things, but so the point is, I forgot what I was talking about. We've got root 2 and then the flatted third and then the third. Oh yeah, if we're playing a scale that gives us that flatted third anyway, because we're going to call that root the second in the magic key of the blues. And by the way, once you get a blues scale going, you could almost keep the same scale going, but we're not going to use that as like kind of an excuse not to play a really good scale off of the fifth. The fifth kind of does something different, you know. You got to do something with the fifth. But the first and the fourth seems like you can pretty much play that, establish that same theme, and then you embellish it on the fifth. So that's what I'm talking about. Is if we have an Ionian here, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we can overlay that over the scale that gives us the blues notes for free, which would be calling the root the second. So it would be 2, 3, and then 4 right there. Okay, if that was a Dorian. So that's what I'm saying. And you can play them both. So you can do this, you can go and like that. So you can just overlay the two of them, and what do you get? You see, you get root 2, 3 flat, 3, 4, and 5, because you've overlaid a Ionian scale with a Dorian scale within the same key. That's how you get, you know, like that. And then you can bend through those notes. But that's a little more advanced. Let's first learn the separate scales. Okay, so where are we on the chart? Where are we on today's lesson? Ways to play the blues modes. Now, we haven't gotten to the 3 keys. We haven't gotten to tripentatonics yet with the subs. We're looking at, we've done the groove chord, right? We know what the groove chord is. Yeah, we got the groove chord, right? It's just a slow blues progression that we're going to do. We're going to do blues scales in between the chords. So we're going to call it, I call it the blues key magic 1. Now it's just 1+4 mode. It's not going to be the fifth because it wasn't fitting in. Now why was that? Okay, let's first define the blues magic key as we did yesterday. I don't have to go to that chart right now. And that is, it's going to be the major scale that is one whole step below our root, the root. So it's actually going to be the flatted seventh of this. So if we're doing blues in C, the magic scale is going to be B flat, which makes C the Dorian minor of that. So that's why it says Dorian minor, root goes to 2 here. Then the normal blues note that would be, let's say, the blues note that would be the flatted fifth becomes the flatted sixth. So if we have, it becomes the sixth of that, because let's say G is the sixth of B flat. So the blues note would become the sixth of that. So let's do that. So we have, oh, I lost some dust on that or something. got the C. Now we're going to be calling this same note, the second of B flat. Remember, I'm down C tune, so here's your E. Here's your normal tuning for your guitar. Here's down D tuned. Here's down C tuned. Okay, so first C is the root. As soon as we go like kind of C7 with it, with that groove, we're actually changing C to that to a fifth. But we will get to the 3-key blues there 2 columns later. You see how long it takes, how much time we have to spend on each column of this table. This is another feature about guitar, is that you have to take the time to get through all of them, or you're going to have trouble later on when you have to get to those ones you didn't get to. So we're talking about the groove. We've got the 3 groove chords. We've got the regular modal scales, just Ionian scale. We've got the Lydian 4th scale. And we've got the Mixolydian 5th scale. So there's our first free blues note right there. Okay, now we're talking about blues magic key. We're going to take the root of the blues, which is the R right over here, and we're going to call that the second of the key that is a whole step below it. So if you're doing blues in C, it's going to be B flat's going to be the magic key, but only for 1/4 this time. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hear how that sounds good, and I'll play it on the piano. I want to show you what's going on. So here's a B flat scale. Here's our C groove chord, C7, and over that we're going to play a B flat scale, following that scale from the C. Okay, that was all just dancing a little bit on most of the B flat scale. Now, when we go to the 4th, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stay in that blues magic key. So now the 4th is going to become the 5th of 1 whole note below the root. So we just add 1. So just add 1 to the root, it goes to 2. Add 1 scale degree to the 4, it goes to 5. So now our 4 is going to become a 5. I got that wrong, but then I got it right. So let's make sure we play it right. Groove again, just to make sure. You see, you gotta have that's a little bit of shape fitting. All right, you're going to put that E string shape. The reason why I messed it up is my eyes aren't that good. I can't even see the strings sometimes, so it looks like a 12 string. If that's kind of what it looks like. What you got is a B flat, and I'm not playing it in C now. I'm adding that B flat because we're playing in the key, the magic key of B flat for the 4th too. Okay, so this becomes the 5th. Hey, what string shape ends in the 5th? The C string shape, 3, 4, 5, right? Let's look at that. The C string shape is 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going